Please join me in Gasho. Our lives are forever changing, and our beings are made up of the various people we meet throughout our life. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Good morning, everyone. I would just like to thank Sensei Grace for that warm introduction. And today I would like to focus on two things that I'm sure you're all very aware of, the two I's, impermanence and interdependence. For those of you who don't know these two I's, they are very key within Buddhism. Impermanence is the notion that everything is constant of change. Change is happening throughout our lives. With interdependence, it's the idea that nothing exists independently. Everything is interconnected with everything else. First, I'll start with impermanence. I would like to open to you a scene from one of the Simpsons episodes I saw. The scene is in the classroom. There's Mrs. Crabapple and Bart Simpson. Mrs. Crabapple is Bart's teacher. She says, "What's the matter?" "Well, I would think you'd be used to failing by now." Bart's at his desk crying. "No, you don't understand. I really tried this time. I really tried." Mrs. Crabapple replies, There, comforting him. Bart says, "This is as good as I can do, and I still failed." Mrs. Crabapple says, "Well, a 59, it's a high F." Bart says, "Oh, who am I kidding? I really am a failure." Today in society, I feel that a lot of the students today are being pressured severely to get good grades. And when they can't, they feel it's the end of the world, that they cannot succeed in life later on. But this is not true. Within my own failures, as I started college, I thought that I would be able to just do my old routine as I did in high school. You know, study the night before, do everything the night before. But that wasn't the case. In high school, when the teacher said, "If you want a good grade on this, don't do this the night before," and I thought, try me. But this bad habit soon turned on me as I entered into college. My classes were fairly easy, except for chemistry. Oh my God. Although I had a strong background of chemistry within high school, my stubby habits caused me to fail. This was a big reality check to me, that I'd actually have to try harder than what I was used to in order to pass the class. This was frightening and very daunting. Doubts and alternatives filled my head. There's no way you can change so easily. I'm sure this was just a bad test. Why study when you can do other things? My computer would be saying, "Sydney, why don't you come and go on YouTube, or Facebook, or Tumblr?" These endless thoughts like these overwhelmed me. They consumed me, so much that I began to believe them. This state of thinking was what drove me insane. Until I had the courage and will to change myself, I would forever be in a state of suffering. I still don't know if I've yet undergone a metamorphosis of the way of my study habits, but I've tried to improve. And trying is just the first step of my journey towards success. When people are faced with failure or overbearing situations, they often feel that this point in time is the worst thing that could ever happen, that everything else is over. Yet, this is not true. The world does not stop over a fluke, over one blip in the many operations it contains, unless someone accidentally causes like an apocalypse, and then the world will be set back a bit. But the point is, the world is in constant motion and change. Thus, for situations aforementioned, the saying, "This too shall come to pass," is highly relevant. Just because you may feel like the one situation, or even a million situations, are destroying you, this state is only temporary. You can transcend this suffering because of the fact of impermanence. Many upperclassmen often utter the words to me, "You'll be fine." They know that even though we are going through this tough time in school, trying to get that grade we want, trying to do what we want to succeed. It's okay, you'll get through it. Even if we fail with our best, we can know that by changing ourselves, even a little bit, can change the outcome of our path from the very wide and short road of failure to the narrow yet long road of success. On to interdependence. Thank you to Kayla for introducing the Kings, because I was going to talk about it too. So, as she said, the Kings record is 5-1 right now. My mom is very excited. And I really think that the team has been succeeding so well due to their newfound team chemistry. Each one is working towards improving the other. Through this, the team gets stronger, not only as a whole, but through their individuals as well. In reflecting on this, I've noticed that I've been watching a lot of basketball lately within college, not just from the Kings, but other NBA players as well. And I hadn't done this in the past. And I realized that I deeply miss this connection I had with basketball, all the people that basketball connected me with. And I miss the feeling of being a part of the team and overcoming challenges with them. I also miss the connection I even had with my opponents. Coming into college, I never thought I'd miss the sport so much. Although some may view basketball as just a sport, to me it is so much more than that. It is my mom and dad yelling at the TV screen to the players, my successes and failures, individually and with my team, the supporters, the people that I've met through the sport. They all culminate to my definition of basketball. Forming bonds, creating connections, making memories with the people you meet, this is what truly makes experiences worthwhile. These connections I've made have even lasted me throughout college. I've met some people that I've already met within my basketball community. And this made me realize that I can't control who I meet, and I can't control how long they will stay in my life, or if they will reappear again. But I can control that initial meeting that I have. And through this, I know that I met a lot of people through my 18 years. And imagine how many other people I can meet throughout my 6 years in college. There is truly no doubt in mind that I will see at least one person within my working field in the future that I have met in college. Word of advice to the kids who have yet to enter college: meet as many people as you can, because you never know how prevalent they will be in your life later. As I said before, we cannot control who we connect with or how far our connections may go, but we can control how we connect with others in the initial starting point. In closing, please join me in Gasho. In life, we may face overwhelming challenges that we think we cannot overcome. Breathe. This too shall come to pass. You'll be fine. The connections we make with others never fade away, and we must make the most of this interdependence. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you.